she wanted to add return service requested. Or she just wanted to be able to add some verbiage onto an envelope and customize it. And the best way that I could share with how you do that, I'm going to be in probably be our land deals area. I'm going to go to our campaigns just so you can see what I'm talking about here. These are our envelopes. I'm going to say to generate an envelope template. Because what you have to do is create an actual template. So if you want an envelope template to look at first, you can generate this template. And I don't know why sometimes when I have to do I've selected twice for it to actually show. Okay, so if you had your company name, you would have your company name up in the left corner. And now these fields here, remember, these are fields that letterprinting.net is going to use so while they're doing your mail merge along with this order ID. So you have to create a custom envelope that has all of these fields, has your company information, has your order ID, and you have to create a document that looks something like this here. So what we'll do for now, we'll kind of move this out of the way. But I just want you to see what it's going to look like. And then, of course, we're going to, as usual, we're going to go into our customize and custom documents. And we are, of course, going to say we're going to add a document. It's going to be for land only. Okay. All right, and we're going to say we're going to create both. And custom envelope. We'll say special, and we're going to, in terms of status, I think it would definitely be prospect status, portrait, and in this case, we do want to say landscape because it's more of a landscaped type feel. And we're going to then copy the contents of our customized envelope that we showed in this example. You want to, as much as possible, copy what you can here. Oh, Warren. Let's see. All right, sorry about that. So land only and both and customize, custom envelope. See, status again is prospect. We're going to select landscaped, and now we're here at the document content. So we want to put in our information. And let me show you. Okay, so to do a one line, you want to do Shift and Enter to bring it right to the next line. So when I get to the end of this, I put my cursor here, I hold the Shift key down, I do an Enter, which brings me right down to the next line. And then Scottsdale, I want to do again, Shift, Enter. All right, so that's the first part of our envelope, just like we have it here. And you can, bold it. So now I want to do a Shift, Enter, come down a few lines. And you're basically, you have to put few spaces in there. You're basically trying to create a document that looks something like this. Now, unfortunately, system doesn't allow you to copy all of these fields like you see them here. So you got to take your time and you do one at a time. Your whole company, and you have to put in the little, and you can do it like this. But you're basically going to copy all of these fields, and the only thing you can do is copy the actual field name. If I try, for some reason, if I try to copy the entire with these characters, it doesn't include the actual name of the field. You got to be kidding me. There we go again. All right, both, but I think you're getting the gist of what I'm doing here. Below SPC. Okay, and it has to be landscape. Okay, so you're getting the gist of what has to happen here on each. You copy this, and so basically what you're going to end up with is an actual copy of Shift Enter, Shift Enter. Then Shift Enter, and you space over, and you're gonna actually put in everything that whatever the score name, whatever the fields were that we have here. Now, one of the first things, since she wants to have the text, what she said she wanted to have the text, return service requested. And what this is saying, in some situations when you're dealing with the post office, you want to let them know, I want to pay for return service to be requested. Kind of like what we do when we go to letternet printing and we have them put together our neutral letters. We pay for first class, so they automatically include this service where if they don't find the address, they will return that letter to us. And I believe that's what she's asking for here, but she wants to be able to actually type it in on her envelope so that essentially when we're done here, so after you've typed in all the fields you want and you basically have made it look like this here, like this envelope up here, and you've added your return service requested, you then come down and you finish it off here by saying, in this case, it is an envelope, right? But so you can save it as such. Yes on the bulk, and you want to move it again to prospect status, and let's just say we're going to add this. We're going to call it custom envelope special. So I've already got one in here. So what I'm going to show you what it looks like under my custom documents. I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay. Go back to my other account over here. Under custom documents, here we go. Thank you. All these other custom, I've already done a custom envelope here. I created this so that we could see exactly what it looks like. If we do a document preview, this is what it's going to look like when you're all done. Return service requested and all of your different field numbers. And don't forget your order ID down at the very end. So this is what your customized envelope basically is going to look like. Now, once you have you've done that, of course, you've saved it. And when you access it, remember, it's called, customized envelope 1. So that's what we call this one. So we go into our land deals. When you get ready to access it, you can't look at this envelope up here, but you have to look for all of your custom templates below. And here we have our custom envelope 1, and it's already it is already in this particular, see, it's already got our return service requested, and this is where we would find our custom envelopes. A lot of folks will create a custom document and then they're still looking for it under these, like they'd be looking for it in this download envelope because they're dealing with their prospect neutral letter. Don't forget, whenever you create a custom document, you have to look for it in the section of custom document. Okay, so I'm hoping that is somewhat answers the question. If you wanted to add anything to our envelopes and you want to make your own, you have to create a custom envelope document.